This is Hip Hop Radio, and you are also listening to This is Hip Hop Radio, those of you who are actually on the app. Now, what I want y'all to do is hit that paper plane right there, and when you hit that paper plane, go down your list and share this with your friends, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, traditionally, we'll start at 6 p.m., but we're going to start at 5, you know what I'm saying? Because it gets dark early. Y'all already know how it's going down. So, hold on. Let me, you know what? Let me try to send him my own joint, okay? So I'm going to cancel this, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm going to invite him. That's how we do this. Salute to everybody that's been tapping in and showing your love, you know what I'm saying? Okay, there you go.
There it is.
Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Yeah, hey, listen. These things happen, guys and dolls. These things happen.
You know how it works.
You know how it works. You know what I mean? We dealing with some other platform other than our own. And when I say our own, you know what I mean. It could mean
we're gonna get the for us by us working soon enough, King. It ain't a thing.
It ain't.
You heard? We're gonna work it like we work it. This is hip hop, King. Ain't no such thing as a hip hop show where the mics ain't acting right. You heard? Or the speaker ain't acting right, or the sound, you know what I mean? So we already know what time it is. We know what to do.
Of course. That's what I'm talking about. So those of you who are just coming in, I see the tribe coming in. Yeah. But if you guys have been under a rock and you recognize the face, but you say, wait a minute, I'm used to seeing that face, but I don't know where that face, I don't know where I know that face because, yo, he's the same person. He's from the UMC'S. And he's NY Oil, you know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, so some of you guys fell in love with, y'all already know, y'all see it in the back. What's going on, man? How you feeling?
I'm fired up, King. I'm fired up and ready to go, King. You know what I'm saying?
Fired up.
I'm fired up, man. We about to get into a thing. I'm excited to chop it up with you, King. You know what I'm saying?
No
LS,
doubt.
I appreciate you for having me on the joint. You heard? You know, so you know the vibes is already on 100. You always be showing up and showing out. When we do the morning flow on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, you understand? So this is all, you know, the synergy, King. So we definitely gonna get into a proper build, man. I'm gonna share the stories I don't share with everybody else with you, yo.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I love. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Peace and blessings to everybody that's tuned in. So we're gonna get right into it, man. We ain't gonna waste no time because Instagram wasted our time. You heard?
I know that's right. I know that's right. Let's do it, King.
Yes, no doubt. We here, first of all, we here to talk about Don't Talk No More and a whole trough of things. But I wanted to tell you personally about Don't Talk No More. When I first heard it, right, and you sent that to me.
All right.
When y'all sent that to me, I didn't know what to expect, right? I thought I was just going to hear some real just hip hop stuff, right?
Right.
Some real boom bap. And when I heard it, it was boom bap on steroids. What I mean by that is you still have the drum pattern of what we fell in love with.
Right.
You didn't update the flow, you upgraded the flow, meaning you made it where not only people from our era understood it, but the people from the new era could understand it. For that, I was not shocked. I was saying this is a true artist. So I thank you for that, man.
Thanks, King. I appreciate that, man. You know, first and foremost, I got to shout out Mark Payne, the producer.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying, who stepped out and reached out to me. It was like, yo, son, I got a banger for you. I think you know, based on what I've been hearing you, because he hears my 1-minute takedowns that I do every Thursday. You know what I'm saying? I'm on season 2 right now. And so he had heard, you know, he was listening back at season 1. And he was like, son, yo, based on what I hear you do, I got a beat for you. I was like, word? I was like, yeah. So he's like, yo, I'm going to send it to you now. So I was like, yo, I appreciate it, King. That's what's up. So when he sent it to me now, this is what make it special, King. I tell you, LS, listen.
No doubt.
I got an issue. Sometimes cats will be sending me the I beats. I'm like, yo, you holding on to the bangers for your favorite rapper, and you sending me the I. And I'm like, you're not realizing, like, you're not really tracking what my skill set is. And so I'm not going to rhyme to this. Like, I'm not going to be angry at you. I'm just not going to do it because you sending me the ites. I don't want the ites. I want the dope. Send me your best because I'm going to give you my best, right?
Thanks.
When I heard the beat, I was like, yo, you sent me a banger. You wasn't playing just now. You was serious about this. So I got fired up. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I got fired up in that instant. So, and this is a jewel for everybody that's like my hip hop hopefuls out there, my MCs in training, you know what I'm saying? All y'all that's putting your work in right now. One of the things I did, I got on the phone with him after, you know, he sent me the joint. I said, yo, I'm gonna call you back. Let me listen to a vibe. I vibe to it. I was like, yo, talk to me about this beat, King. You know what I'm saying? What was you hearing when you did this beat as a producer?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like let me know what that vibes was. You know what I'm saying, King?
Absolutely.
You know, and he was like, yo, you know, we was kicking it back and forth, knocking it back and forth. He was like, yo, you know, it's like a throwback in a way to that classic 90s boom bap, but at the same time it's in the future, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, it's that tribal fusion. It's the tribe, but it's fused with the future, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And I
Facts.
was like, yo, all right, I see where I want to go with this. I see where you want to go. Let's go. So about an hour and a half later, I call them back like, yo, check your email. Don't talk no more. That was the song right then and there. You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as I heard the song, I was like, somebody's can't no, I don't want to talk no more. And I was like, oh, I got this. You know what I mean? And then, you know, I'll tell you what, you know, and I find this to be true in a lot of things, and I'm curious if everybody in the comment section, now you're tracking right now. Let me ask y'all if y'all can relate to this. Let me know what's up. You know, when it's right, right? You know, whenever the situation is, when it's right, it's like this. It just seemed like it just come together real. There's no all that silliness and carrying on and
Yeah.
stalling and hesitation and none of that be in it. It just be like, boom, 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 boom. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. If you know what I'm talking about, put a one in the comments if you ever been in a situation where you connected with, like, you know them situations where you connect with people and it be all kind of confusion and difficulty and it don't turn out right. And then you've been in them situations when it's the real thing and it just worked like clockwork. You be like, wow. Put a one in the comments. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
You already
Real
know.
quick, man. Make sure y'all out here paying attention. You heard?
Absolutely. You see us coming in. You see them coming in
Yeah,
because
you know,
they
gotta
relate.
really build it. Yeah, because I ain't talking at y'all. I'm talking with y'all right now. We're gonna get into a thing, you heard?
No doubt. No doubt. And you know, one thing's for sure, two things for certain is when you have a chemistry like that, it's always going to come out in your favor and everybody else's favor
Right.
anyway. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because
Right.
it's supposed to be that way.
Yeah.
And a match that's what a match is supposed to be. You know what I mean? And when I say match, I mean between you and the track, but also the chemistry between you and the producer. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
Because
And
y'all
that.
even yeah,
No,
go
go
ahead, my bad.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
No,
I
I'm
want to hear
saying
that. I want to hear that
even though, you know what I'm saying, it's even though you weren't in the same room per se, but you sent it back to him and it was a perfect fit.
Yo, we was in the same mind, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, let me say, I've worked with a lot of people over the years, and I've worked with great cats as just tight people, you know, good people. Shout out to my dude like my dude, Ja Witness, you know what I'm saying? It's my ace right there, you
So,
know what I'm saying? And you know, one of the singles I did last year was called The Uprise. Great cat to work with, you know what I'm saying? I see eye to eye with that brother.
yeah,
And on certain levels, right? And I see eye to eye with my brother Mark Payne on certain levels, you know what I'm saying? Similar levels, you know what I'm saying? Um, what's special about Mark Payne in this capacity, and it was the same with Ja Eyewitness. That's why I could talk about those two brothers specifically.
yeah,
Was and is that they were willing to add on and not just, you know, oh, here's a beat, I done my part, peace, but make sure you big me up as a producer and let everybody know I'm out here. Like, nah, they didn't take that approach.
facts.
As the artist, right, and as the person that's kind of leading the charge and trying to make my will be born. You know what I'm saying? Rise, ye mighty nation, do as you will, type of thing. Um,
Absolutely.
it behooved me, right, to be like, yo, let me handle my handle. So I was out in front and leading the charge on the administrative things that needed to be done, X, Y, and Z. But what I really appreciate about Mark and about Ja, and I'm really excited about in this process, is that both of those brothers were with me in this. You know, Mark is with me in this. Mark is doing an interview right now, you know, representing, you know what I'm saying, representing the cause, doing what we got to do. You know, and what I'm trying to set a precedent is, well, maybe not a precedent, but I'm trying to, you know, set the tone that it's about me, right? Like, you know, I'm the front man, right? You know, it's about me. I'm the guy. I'm the guy that's
Right.
rhyming. I'm the, you know, I'm the guy that gets to be on. This is, you know, what I'm saying, like, come on, son, I'm here with you today.
Right.
But it's not about me, fam. It's about the team. It's about the tribe. You heard? And if I'm gonna be a proper, if I'm gonna provide proper leadership and be somebody worthy of the sort of support that I get from the tribe up, we in here. Yo, if the tribe is in here, yo, throw the fire emojis in here
Throw
so
the
everybody
fire
know we take the
emoji.
boom up. Word up. Let them know we in here. You heard? If I'm gonna be worthy of repping this tribe, you heard, and getting the sort of support from all of these brilliant, caring, strong, enduring men and women. You know, these are grown people. You heard, they got lives and things to do. You heard, places to be, people to see, and issues and circumstances to be concerned with. Then it can't just be about me. And to be quite honest with you, I don't want no movement where it's just about me. I want a movement that's about us. I want to do things that's about us. I don't want to be no I'm the star and you're the fan and you look up to me and I look down on you. Nah, I want to be in a community where I happen to be an MC that give it up and I have a leader personality so I know how to provide leadership and inspiration. That's the
Right.
leadership that I'm trying to provide for my unit. And so I want to celebrate the producer. I celebrate the engineer. I'm celebrating everybody that's down with me, as well as you. You know, when you come on there and I seen you on the live that
Right.
I popped in on your live just on the spectator and I
Yeah.
caught the building you was building on. And then you shouted me out. You know, the next morning we was up. I'm like, yo, shout my bro, because he doing his thing, because we celebrate each other, man. That's
Exactly.
why we going up. You heard? Like, we gonna go up. Like, we all, and here's the thing. We gonna go up, because how it works is, it's like, you know, when you ever see, like, it's like it's not a clique, yo. It be a community of people that they
Community.
all bonded together at the same time. You heard? And they
Right.
all helped each other out. They all supported each other. And yo, when one of them caught a lick, it was like they all just flooded through, and it's day season for a while. Yo, it's the tribe season right now. Winter circle, man. We up, man. Let's go, King. We gonna get it,
We
man.
up.
That's what's happening right now.
I love it. I love it. And you know what's crazy is that you go into depth with everything, right? Which I love, and it shows that you are actually like a real deep person. You know what I mean? And it shows it, like, not only through the lyricism, but also when you're doing your builds. And we're gonna get to that in a minute. You know what I
Sure,
mean? We're gonna get to the
sure.
show. But where does
We in
that
the
come
bill
from?
right now.
We in the
We
build.
already in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
bill.
We absolutely, absolutely. Yo, you know what? You're right. Thank you for correcting me,
We
because you know
already in
what?
the bill, King. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know what? Let me tell you
We on
something.
the
I'm always.
bill. That's all. That's all. We
That's
just in
right.
the
You know,
bill. We hosting the bill today. That's all.
hey man, that's what I'm talking about. Because it's like me. I like to do things uniform, but not in uniform.
Right,
If you
right,
understand what I'm
right,
saying.
right, right.
So what the reason why I said that is because the music, the stuff that you say is what is needed now, right? Now, a lot of people would say, well, it's age appropriate. I don't really look at that, because there's things that you said in your music that is relevant today. That's what's needed today, right? But it's only going to be pushed through platforms where like-minded people are. I would say, I'm not, I don't want to use the wrong word, but like-minded people are on the same channel,
Right.
because there's too many channels out here looking for the likes, looking for the numbers. I don't look at numbers. All I look at is results. And where does that come from? Like, you from Staten Island. So, you know, being from Staten Island, a lot of people, they look at it from a standpoint of, when they think of Staten Island, from my age group, they say, oh, the Force MCs and Wu-Tang. right? They say that. But then some people, you say, well, what about UMC's? And they say, they ain't from Staten Island. And yes, they are from Staten Island. And they be like,
That's
oh,
crazy
shit.
because that's interesting you say that, because what's ill about that is we're the first rap group out of Staten Island. You know what I'm saying? Now some people say, oh no, but Force MCs, the Force MDs who were going by the Force MCs
Right.
was a doo-wop group. They were a singing group. Their first
Talk
album
that
isn't
talk.
if their first album isn't them rhyming, their first album is Tender Love. You heard?
Tender Love.
All Things Subsequent was R&B. You understand? Now it just so happened that Stevie D could spit. He could do the 1-2-1-2. And what a lot of
Facts.
people don't understand, and this is the difference between somebody that's a scholar and somebody that just, is a casual. What's on that?
Right.
If you're a scholar, then you realize that in those times when Force MCs was doing their thing, right? When they was battling Cold Crush, the legendary battle between them and Cold Crush in New Jersey, where they tore it down. In them days when you rhyme, right, it wasn't like the Rakim-esque sort of cadences that we now know. It wasn't
Absolutely.
that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the Migo bird style that we hear prevalent now. What we were listening to, and it wasn't the Grandmaster Flash, Melly Mel, Furious 5 or the Funky 4 plus one more. It wasn't that type of rhyme. Curtis Blow, a hip bud to the backseat ball, like get down with the boogie woogie. It wasn't that.
Right.
What they used to do back and then, you had routines, and a lot of those routines was built on like commercial jingles and stuff like that. So we are the mighty ones that come through, shaking the rock after the big round, and so they could sing song those joints. This is why Force MCs was able to go out there and do their thing and rap as MCs. And Staten Island is what we got going for us that no other borough had. Yeah, if you was from Staten Island, you had a cousin in Brooklyn. You was probably really from Brooklyn, but you was raised in Staten Island. I was from Brooklyn. I'm born in Brooklyn, but I was raised in all my years is in Staten Island. Like I was an infant in Brooklyn, and I come to Staten Island. I don't even know nothing of Brooklyn as a living there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a Staten Islander. You know what I'm saying? But like most Staten Islanders, we just come from somewhere else. You was from somewhere else, and then you end up in Staten Island. But you got family in Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx, Uptown. You know what I'm saying? You buy your trees in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? You messing with a shorty in the Bronx. You trying to get that shorty in Queens. You used to go to, Arby Square Mall, or you used to go to So what happened is we an amalgamation of all 5 boroughs. You know what I'm saying? Like we had a little bit of everything going for us. You know what I'm saying? And because we was one of those boroughs that was constantly getting slept on, we had to try harder. So when UMC's come out, what we did was we tried to be a national group. Like that was what we were after, to be a national hip hop group. So the first time you ever hearing the word Staten Island on radio or television as it relates to hip hop, you hearing it on Soul Train when the UMC's in '92 jumped on Soul Train, tore it down, dived off the stage, did one of the most amazing performances of all time. First time you hear Staten Island, the first time you hear the words Wu-Tang, you hear it in the UMC's Fruits of Nature album on Any Way the Wind Blows, the B-side to our first single, Blue Cheese. So, when people talk about, is this one, like, UMC, you just wasn't listening, or you wasn't studying, or you was riding the wave or whatever was being told to you, which is like a lot of people is on that type of time. It kind of leads to another bill real fast. I ain't gonna link on it, but it leads to the thought of how so many of us are like we gotta come out of the group think, where we're not tapping into what's actually, like, we're not finding out for ourselves. We're letting somebody else tell us, and then we running with what somebody else tell us. Have you ever had somebody? I'll give you a great example of this. Have you ever had somebody tell you that something was dope, but they hadn't even seen it or heard it?
Of course, all the time. Like, I'm a debater, so all the time.
I'll give you a good example right now. They'd be like, you heard that Andre 3000 album? Andre fire. You heard it? No, my man was telling me that. So how do you know it's fire?
No, it's fire.
Why are you telling me that it's fire and you didn't even hear it? You know what I'm saying? And that's where a lot of hip hop heads is at, and it's killing the culture because hip hop is not hip hop without the culture, the people that live it, and true hip hoppers, right? If you're not a casual, not a I'm doing this because everybody else is doing this, and I'ma just say that my favorite top five is everybody else's favorite top five to sound like I'm in the wave. But to say that no, I love hip hop. I'm into the music. I'm into the art form. I'm into all five components of hip hop. You know, the MCing, DJing, you know, graffiti, b-boying, and knowledge of self. And I'm into all the tangents, production, you know what I'm saying, and you know, just everything that the variance in it, right? You know, we searched our hip hop. You know, you used to go to the store and buy a record. See, and this was different between now and then. You go to the store, you buy a record. Yo, you get you an album. Yo, you was reading the credits,
everything.
You read the album liners, the thanks, and see who they thanked and who they was down with, who they would mention. So, you know, if you was in those times, you would know those things. Like if you was living that type of hip hop, that would be what you would know. But if you know, but for a lot of people, we function off of secondhand information, and so we end up being like, you know, just saying crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? But if you know what you know UMC'S is the first hip hop group out of Staten Island to go #1, the first hip hop group to rep on Soul Train, the first hip hop group from Staten Island on UMCV Raps. You know what I'm saying? The first hip hop group to venture out into all 5 boroughs and make a name for Staten Island, battle all kind of people up and down. And we did our thing, and we did the best that we could to represent our island respectfully and not on no lame business.
That's what I'm talking about. See, this is the reason why we have to have this conversation, because, you know, I can't be the one arguing with people talking about, yo, these brothers is from here. You know, you ain't know about this, you ain't know about that. And they like, nah, they ain't from there, they from here. And I'm like, see, the thing about it is, too, it's all about what people, like you said, but it's all about perception.
That's right.
If they talking to you, they like, well, he don't talk like he from. I said, but what is sounding like you from Staten Island sound like? Have you ever been to Staten Island? You know what I mean? Well, he talk like he from Brooklyn.
You know, the thing is, though,
that up.
I don't sound like I'm from anywhere, really. You know what I'm saying? Because I've always been on a different time anyway.
Right.
And you can't really be the first, right? Like, this is the thing. If you the first, right, you already on a different type of time. Because
that's right.
You're the first. The cast that's like everybody else, sound like everybody else, walk like everybody else, talk like everybody else, they never the first. Because they in the group. The ones that end up being the first ones to step out and be unique, to do something unique, you gotta be unique. So I could never sound like I'm from Staten Island, because, you know, really, truthfully, I'm a citizen of the world, King.
Talk that.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm divine, King. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, my vibe is on a world level. Like, I'm universal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm come on, King. Like, so, and I never really was one of them. Like, I just never really was that cat that wanted to sound like or be like other people. I thought you could call it conceited or arrogant or whatever, but I'm into me. Like, I like my thing. Like, I like my thing that I'm on. I'm into this thing, you know? I like my style. Like, I feel like when I'm on, I'm like, yo, I like you, dude.
Yeah.
I wake up in the morning, I like, yo, I look in the mirror, I'm like, yo, what up, baby boy?
You gotta love yourself, but you also gotta like yourself as well. You know, liking and loving two different things, man.
I'm an awesome dude, King. Like, yo, son, you know what? Yo, can you imagine that right now we got a bunch of people in here right now that's representing, showing love, fire emojis going up the side of the train right now, fire emojis in the comments. All my peoples, I see my strong peoples in here. I see them. You see, I got my medicine on my eyes right now, so y'all know I'm squinting hard as hell trying to see what's being said in the comment section. But I got mad people that's on here that got things to do. You heard? And they on here showing me love. We get on the lives and we get fired up together. We get motivated together. We get inspired. We inspire one another. We have positive conversations that's transcended to just talking about hip hop. Son, this is my affirmation. This is my mirror. When I look in the mirror I'm looking at is not made of glass, King. The mirror I'm looking at is not reflective. The mirror that I'm looking at is my peoples, the people that support me, the people that bang with me, the people that surround me. They my affirmation that I'm dope, because these people are amazing people. And if they think I'm fly, then I must be amazing, King.
Must be amazing. You gotta know that. You gotta know that.
That's the real litmus test. If you, it's not just how you feel about yourself, but it's like, yo, who do I attract? Who better with me? Like who's with me? Like who talks to me? Who am I around? What, you will know a tree by the fruit that it bears. What is the fruit that I bear? What does my discussion bring forth when I'm talking to people about whatever I'm talking about? What am I bringing forth? What am I borning? What am I, bringing into being? You know what I'm saying? And is it knowledge, wisdom, and understanding? You know what I'm saying? Is it culture freedom? Is it power refinement? What am I bringing forth that the people that listen to me are what reflection am I providing to the people? And if I look in the reflection I see is the people that's in the comment section right now. You understand? This is a beautiful reflection. I must be amazing, King. I must be the greatest, yo. Because I got greatness around me, King. Like, it's, come on, King. I'm on this show. I'm on this hip hop with you, King. What are you talking about?
And you on here, and I'm here with you. So this is, I gotta be great as well. You know what I'm saying? This is how it's the transference of the energy.
Look at the energy you in, though, King. Like, think about it for a minute. Look at the energy that's in the live right now. Look at the people that's in the live right now. Look at the energy right now. Look at the fire just running up the side, yo. Because we just having a man-to-man conversation. Like, I don't even be caught up when I talk to people. I don't be caught up in like, yo, I'm gonna promote my singles. I'm gonna promote. Man, I want to talk to people. You heard?
You want to talk because you're a human being, and we're human beings, and sometimes we gotta shake off I want to say shake off all of the uniform, so to speak. You know what I mean? Shake the uniform off a little bit, and let's just build. Like you know what I mean? I mean, hey, today is what? Knowledge build. So we're gonna build on some knowledge.
Yeah,
exactly. This is what I'm saying.
Come on. I hear what you're going. Come on, finish that play.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen. Let me tell you something. I sometimes when I get out of my character, what happens is I go into that, and when I go into that, it goes somewhere else. So I had to stop.
But we gotta let it go where it's gonna go. Yeah. So it land where it lands.
So all being born. Let's go.
Come on, you know what I'm saying? And so we bringing forth new things. You know what I'm saying? New things being in existence when we sit there building like we building. You understand? And that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about. Is that we get together, we connect. Like I give you a great example. Like in Christianity, they say if there's two or more, in your name, in my name, I'm the third. You know what I'm saying?
Back.
In Islam, we recognize that if two of us is together, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to be the third. He's going to be present. You know what I'm saying? The guys is telling us that knowledge, wisdom, understanding. It's a knowledge and wisdom born understanding. We know that something is being manifested when more than one of us is here building. You understand what I'm saying? And we actually, right now, we making that manifest. That, look at the energy that surrounds us. Look at the vibrations. Like, this is crazy. You understand what I'm saying? This is crazy. Come on, man. Yo, shout out to the
This is where we at
right now, man. Come on, yo.
Shout out to the tribe. You see how it's going.
I want to shout everybody out. I see saying the comments. I see everybody now. I can't catch everybody up on here.
He can't catch everybody, but y'all keep showing that love, y'all. Like, for real, keep showing that love.
I see that's the Empress right there. You know what I'm saying? Megatron. Come on, man. Y'all up. We up.
All
Come
my
on,
people
man.
in here, y'all already know how it is, man. But you know, I gotta give it up to this man, you know, because not only is he dropping jewels here and there, but also we're just having this conversation because this is the first time that we are actually conversing
Yes.
well, not in person, but face to face
Yes.
through this device. So,
Yes.
you know, we gotta do it like that. Speaking of the tribe, right? I wanna because like I said, I'm jumping out of the uniform. We're gonna get to what I need to know. But speaking of the tribe,
Yes.
when you talking to your peoples, one thing that I do know, right, is I look at it as you're not talking just to be talking. You're in the morning, you waking the people up to get fired up, right? Now the call is, guys and dolls, the call is get fired up. You know what I mean?
Right.
And one thing that you said, and this is it's called the morning flow. If you guys didn't know, most of you who are following him, if you're not following him, you should be from my side of things. But it's the morning flow. And the phrase is getting fired up. So all of these people are in here getting fired up, as I always get fired up. And I'm fired up right now. Y'all see the
Yeah.
energy that I bring, right? This is not going to be a whack build. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be something that we are going to say, yo, they were having fun. They talked about this. They talked about that. But most of all, they talked to each other.
Yes,
And
sir.
that's what it is. So speaking of the tribe, right, I wanted
Yeah.
to talk about that something that I caught this Friday, right?
Okay.
And I'm paraphrasing, but you were talking about how the work that preceded you, that the work that you're putting in now wasn't getting to you wasn't getting recognized as the work that preceded you.
Right.
And you came to a realization from watching a program that you love, and in this program, right, you caught something that somebody wasn't getting, and that translated to you when you not getting what was going on with you do what you do as far as your project is concerned and just what's happening. But what happened in that, realizing that, you realize that not only were your peers recognizing and putting eyes on it and responding to it, but also the tribe and other people outside of the tribe that will soon and but surely come to the tribe are recognizing. And that right there was crazy to me because I feel the same way. I felt the same way.
Well, let me, if I may, so one, morning flow with Kool Kim, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, is at 9 a.m. to 10:30ish.
Yeah,
It'd be like 11. It'd be going on and on, because with the spirit going, it's going. You know what I'm saying?
it's
But
going right.
all right. So me and my wife, who's in the comment section, QP doll, love you, babe. Um,
Salute.
me and my wife, when we watch certain shows about how people have been successful or like just their story of the rise to they greatness or whatever, you know what I mean? A lot of times when they're telling a story about something or their experience or how they built their business or whatever, what they don't do is they don't really they like it's like they give you these like slogans, but they don't give you the actionable items. So for me, it's that, and it goes back to this one sound. I'll make this brief. Under my other moniker, NY Oil, right? I was invited to speak in Newark, New Jersey, and it was a symposium on hip hop, and hip hop for the community or whatever, hip hop activism, and I was one of the speakers. And in this, the panel discussion, and in the panel discussion, I was observing that some of the brothers was getting in there and just kind of doing the rebel rouser conversation. Like, we got to stand up, brother, and we got to be ready for the war because the black man is this, and we got to do this, and right. And the people in the audience like, yeah, right on. I know that's right. Come on in, come on. Teach up, brother, teach up.
Yeah,
All that
yeah.
vibes, right? But I'm stepping outside of myself in a situation and I'm watching it, right? And I know Newark. You know what I'm saying? I've been in Newark enough to know Newark. And it's difficult there. You know what I'm saying? It's a difficult living there. You understand? And the truth be told is that the people didn't need to be rallied up. The people needed to have specific answers to specific questions on how to effectively engage their community so that they can make some significant changes, everyday changes, things that will have real impact in their lives, right? So I'm doing you a disservice if I get on my lives and I'm talking to you and I'm having a conversation with you and all I'm doing is buttering your bread, telling you how fly everything is. Like, I don't know what it's like to have your lights cut off, or I don't know what it's like when the water go off, or I don't know what it's like when you at landlord-tenant court trying to figure out how you're going to get through it, or like I don't know what it's like to have problems and obstacles and challenges in front of you and how you going to make it through that, or how to have children and you trying to raise them in a world that's trying to eat them alive, and how you try to navigate through it, how you try to hold on to your passions and your dreams, but every time you turn around it's some sort of something assailing you. Like, I don't understand that, and I'm going to talk to you devoid of that. I'm just going to tell you how up I am. Nah, let me tell you that, yo, today I'm not feeling good about things, or today I'm confused, or today I'm frustrated. But I'm not going to just leave you at me being frustrated. I'm going to take you with me through the process of how I find my salvation in that, and how I turn around and I ask everybody, yo, how you feel? I'm fired up. I'm going to tell you how, after all that's said and done, I'm fired up and ready to go. I'm a little concerned about the numbers and that. But you know what? As I think about it and I'm looking at the things that the universe is sending to me to open my eyes to what I need to see, and I'm realizing that, yo, hold up. You're not being grateful. You're not living in the gratitude of all this great energy around you. How you feel? And I'm like, you're right. I need to be fired up. And so as I'm talking to my peoples, who's not only people I'm trying to inspire, right? But see, this is the blessing in it when you're talking real, right? When you're keeping it funky with your peoples and y'all having real conversation about the real things that's going on in your life and how you really trying to get through them, and how you got real dreams and you're a real human being trying to elevate through a world that is trying to repress you, but you keep evolving. When you have real conversations like that with your peoples, it's your therapy, King. So while I'm talking to them, I'm figuring it out. So they got to see me on Friday work through going from feeling dejected because I'm thinking it's not enough, right? To realizing that it's more than enough. I'm in abundance. Fam, can I tell you? And me and Mark was talking about this morning. Let me tell you, King. When we put this record together, it wasn't no conversation about Don't Chuck No More breaking into the top 20 in college radio ads. I'm a 52-year-old MC. And I'm in the top 20 of college radio singles right now. That means that young people banging on what I'm doing. That means young people is right. That song's so dope that young people in college is like, yeah, play that for me, because I like that. We're gonna make that this is the top 20. We didn't have that as a part of it. We didn't have the fact that we would be doing all these dope interviews and making all these moves, and all these DJs would be picking the record up and spinning this joint. We didn't have that. Wasn't in the vibes of what we was doing. We didn't have it in the vibes, and now I got to go up to Connecticut and perform at this show and that show. Then I got to jump down Atlantic City and do the Distro Fest there. And now we working on this, Taxi putting this tour situation together. Like, that wasn't part of the discussion. That wasn't a part of the discussion. So what I look like lamenting that numbers are not soothing my ego. And I start to realize that, but I only realize that because I'm so fortunate to have a tribe like mine. And I'm so fortunate that the vibes that we on, right? The energy that this tribe is on is such that we can't do nothing but go up, even when we feeling down. We're going to keep on rising because that's where our arc is up. You understand? So even, sometimes it's a little rocky, but we still, even when I fall forward, home team.
There you go.
Forward,
that's what I'm talking about. You see that? You see that right there, man? He's dropping it, but but continue, because I want to ask you, where does that come from? Like where does this energy come from? Where does this knowledge and where does this passion come from? Because that doesn't come by way of everybody easily.
Because Because I seen fire and I seen rain, King. You know, these hands is callous, King. You understand? These is calluses on my hands. This is, you're looking at a man that built this house, that built my own house. It was just a little, it was barely 4 walls, you heard? And
Yeah.
I lived in that house for 8 months trying to prepare for my family. And in that 8 months, it took 8 months before I could take a shower in my own house. I used to have to stand under the side of the house when it would rain. So where where that particular part of the house, a lot of water would come down on that side. So I'd be over that corner. I used to have to go to the YMCA to shower and get myself together. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? Like I've seen that. I've seen being the #1 rapper in the world for a time in my life. The UMC'S was #1 in the world at one point. You heard? It's the #1. I was the #1. And I also seen when you has been and people scorn you. I know what it's like for people to have love for me and call my name out on the street, and I'm like, yeah, Kool Kim, yo, UFC, what up? I know what it's like for somebody to be like, yo, that's happy rap, that's whack. You heard? I seen fire and I seen rain. I know what it is for people to love me, and I know what it is for people not to care at all. You heard? And when you know those things, and most of us do, but when you come to terms with the truth of the world, and you understand that, like, yo, son, love ain't promised, joy ain't promised, tomorrow ain't promised, happiness ain't promised. The vibes is not going to be the vibes just because you was looking for them. The vibes is going to be the vibes because you are the vibes. So the vibes I'm looking for, the energy I'm looking for, the existence that I'm trying to have and create, and the type of people I'm trying to be around, I'm giving that energy out. I'm going to manifest what it is. I'm going to set the tone for what the vibes is. And guess what? That's the vibes.
No
Straight like that.
doubt.
It won't be nothing less. This is what we doing. And that's why the type of people I have around me, that's why the type of support that I have, that's why the type of movement I got, that's why I could do the impossible. That's why I could do what other people could never do. It's not because it's just me. It's because of what I've been through. It's because of the people that love me. I got a family, King. Like, I'm not here to talk to y'all about no, like this, I grew up on the crime side. Like, nah, son. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nah, man, crack fiends, dope scenes, murder, crack fiends, dope fiends, murder scenes. In fact, my mother knew the assignment. We ain't grow up like that. My brother knew it was required. We ain't show up like that. In fact, what I gathered more, y'all childhood was whack. You heard? We was building go-karts in the back. You heard? Like, I didn't go through that. You heard? So my life is not that. I don't got a whack life. I got a life where I could talk about, I got a wife, 3 kids, I got a life. You got a bitch, you got a hoe, you got strife. You know what I mean? Like, I don't got them problems. I have love in my family. I got my mother that did the right thing and still to this day support me and be an example of how we got to give it up and stay focused and motivated and handle that handle when the handle need handling. I got a wife that hold me down and never disrespected me, never try to play me for being somebody that want to pursue this dream all the way to never look down on me. If anything, she trying to enhance herself to be a support to me. I got a daughter that bang with me hard. She love me. She my support, yo. That's my ace deuce queen. I got 2 sons that love and protect me. They be like, yo, they ready to get it in. Like, yo, this gunfire everywhere messing with these cats. You heard? So, yo, I'm on a different type of time. When you on that different time, King, it's just like, yo, son, you don't got the same messages. And you know what else, too? And I'm going to say it like this, and Cash may agree with it or not agree with it. I'm going to tell you what it really is. I'm not weak, son. Like, I'm not that kind of like that. I'm not on that sucker time. And I'm going to tell you what that is to me. I'm not going to represent myself to you in such a way where I beat my chest. How I could put it? Where I'm trying to scare you from messing with me. Where I gotta conceal that I have a good life and I'm proud of my life and I'm proud of the people that love me. And I talk about love and I love my peoples. I love my tribe. I love my family. I love hip hop. I'm building from love. I don't talk all that tough guy talk. I don't gotta do that. Cause I'm really strong. I'm actually strong. weak people gotta talk like that. Weak people gotta represent that type of silliness because they gotta scare you off of them because they scared that if you think that if you even had an inclination that they might be weak, that you're gonna try them. I'm not worried about that, King, because you're not going to try me. You know why you're not going to try me? Because I'm a moving in so much harm. I walk everywhere. And I don't walk everywhere because people be scared of me. I walk everywhere because I just exude love. So when I come through, people like, yo, what up, God? How you? What up, God? Yo, what's up? How you feeling? You good? Yeah, yo, what's up? Ain't nobody got no bad stories about Kool Kim. Cass got stories like, yo, I remember this one time. People be telling me, Cass be telling me stories about stuff I done, right? I recognize that I did it. Like, I'm like, yeah, that sounds like me. But I don't even be remembering that I did that.
Right.
You heard? And to me, yo, if that's my legacy, right? Like, if I have a legacy of people got stories about me, that's about me being showing love or giving them a positive word or representing myself in a certain way, yo, that's an actual legacy. Like, that's an
Absolutely.
actual legacy, man.
Absolutely, you can't buy that. And you know what you were saying. It goes back to one of my favorite joints. You know what I mean? And you probably gonna be like, oh, that's cap. But I'm gonna tell you right now,
Nah, I'm gonna
it ain't.
believe whatever you tell me.
If it's cap, guess what? I'm gonna tell you right now, if it's cap, it's on the crown, and this is
I
my
hear
crown
that.
right here. This is how I get down. You know what I'm saying? So one of my favorite joint is all y'all should get lynched, right?
Oh
Now
man,
let me
I
tell you
know you ain't tapping on that. That's
let me
listen. Go ahead, go on and talk.
let,
I'm
let me
sorry, go
tell you
ahead,
about
King.
that record. That record was so powerful, right?
Yes.
I forgot about it, right? I'm gonna keep it
Right.
100. I forgot about it.
Right.
And I'm gonna say throughout these weeks or whatever, I've been going back to that, right? Even
Yeah.
though I'm like, yo, I want to talk about how I'll be banging, don't talk no more. But that one right there made me say I need to push that on my shit every day, all day, because that is what's happening right now. Now you saw it then, but because you saw the embryonic stages of it. But right now we are actually living that. And I just want to, we live in that. And I want to tell you, thank you for speaking that way. You understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of people ain't talking. It's only one dude, the D1 dude. He's talking like that, but he ain't put it in the way you put it. You put it in a way where we can, you see what I'm saying?
This is raw dog. You know, King. NY Oil. My time is NY Oil. It was both a blessing and it was both, and it was very cold, a freezing cold tub of ice water. But at the same token, it was like, you know, it's I say like Kool Kim, he brought love, brought joy. NY Oil made a man out the boy. You heard? Like NY Oil was well. Let's first take note that I'm one of only two MCs that ever be able to successfully reinvent themselves and where people didn't even realize who they were. So shout out to rest in peace to the great MF Doom, you heard, and myself, NY Oil. I had to conceal my identity because I knew that if people knew it was me, they'd be like, oh, you just trying to. I'm not just trying to nothing. I'm doing. And so being NY Oil was like a cult of personality, like a cult figure. That y'all should all get lynched. That song was the first song, the first rap. I'm the first rapper to get banned on YouTube as a result of that song. You heard? Like that's how Jesse Jackson and them was planning like a thing against me at first because they didn't understand what time it was.
Right.
Al Sharpton and this is my sister's name. I can't think of her name right now from my head, but she be rocking with my son sometimes when she be building. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
they was coming for me, and I went right up to the. I went to the. I went to the house of prayer. You heard with the babies. You heard we was like 30 deep. Me and my mans, and like we had like about me and my mans. We had about 10 kids, 10, 15 kids with us. Like we came through. Like, yo, I'm on our oil. Like, yo, don't ever, like, it's real with me. Like that. See, that's the thing with me, King. Like whatever I'm talking about, it's not a, it's like it ain't a scam. Like, son, I don't talk what I talk and then profiteer off of that. Yeah, I'm selling music. You know, I got this merch. You go buy this music and this merch. But these conversations that I'm having, I'm not affixing a price tag to that because that's not what it is. Like what I feel is what I feel, and I'm gonna stand on that. And when I was in NY, everywhere I went by myself. I was with me and my main man, E Money, me and him, to just me and that man. And we would come through places, and I knew that God was with me because I would go places, and yo, the crowd would part like the Red Sea, King. Like there would be I would be in the room with people I was talking about. You heard? Ain't nobody have nothing to say to me because I had an anointing on me, King. It wasn't gonna be none of that. It wasn't gonna be. And then also the whole thing was I'm articulate and I'm intelligent, King. So if you want to argue with me about that, it's the point. I'm a dog walk you because I do this to the extent that I end up being a social pundit for the BBC network, and I was dog walking college professors on BBC. I'm the only rapper to do that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so a lot of people don't really realize how deep the things that I've done and how deep it's gone. And that's cool because, you know, that's hip hop, is that it ain't about me throwing everything in your face. For the purposes of this conversation, I'm sharing some of these things, but that's what makes hip hop dope, is not when it's when somebody points out something in a rhyme you didn't hear it, or when you like, you ever listen to a song that you've been listening to for years, but for some reason when you listen to it that day, you all of a sudden realize that he said something in there. You're like, yo, I just realized that this dude said blah 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 blah. Like, yo,
I just had that conversation the other day with one of my peoples. You know what I mean?
And I think that, you know, I think there's a beauty in learning about people and discovering them, right? And to be able to say, yo, I know Kool Kim this way. I know Kim Sharpton this way. I know Kim this way, right?
Yeah.
But I seen what he was doing, and yo, I didn't even know that he did Blase. Like, I didn't know that him and his wife and his kids had a youth mentoring program in Staten Island called Blackbird Fly for young ladies ages 10 to 21, and that they were doing every year for 5 years straight. They started out like 40 girls, and they moved that joint. I got to 250 young ladies that people were sending dresses from all over the place, from the Middle East, from Canada, from all over America, sending dresses to gowns to us, and we putting these young ladies that never wore a gown, never been in a ball, never had their hair in an updo. We was doing that. Like, people wouldn't know that we did that, but maybe one day you would type my name in there. You'd be like, yo, what's this Blackbird Fly thing? Let me see what that's about. Or you may not know that, yo, Kool Kim had a youth mentoring program called PEMG, Persistent Engagement Makes Greatness, and I was getting kids off the block and into the urban league and doing cypher sessions with them and teaching young people the fundamentals, what it is to be a hip hopper, not just the rapping and the dancing and all of that, but also how to build their own, to learn how to shoot and edit their own video, how to engineer, how to do fundamental things, so that even if they couldn't get on as an artist, that they had a possible future and career in this business that they were so interested in. You may not know that about me because you may not have been at the interview where I said that, or you may not be familiar with that, or you wasn't there at the time. But when you discover that about a person, and you discover that a person has this greatness in it. Shout out to Phantom Noah, because she in the building right now. Phantom Noah was at Blackbird Fly. Phantom Noah used to come through, and she would do the baby's hair. And Phantom Noah is a statuesque, beautiful sister with beautiful, beautiful, beautiful crown of hair. And she would go there, and then she would come to Blackbird Fly, and I'll never forget it, man. It was one of those type of things. You see somebody do something that just burns into your eye socket where you could never forget it. And I just remember her she was just combing the baby's hairs and just teaching them about how to do their hair and to take care of themselves, and yo, eat this so that your skin be right and radiant. She has a book out now, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all in the comment section, man, you should definitely follow Phantom Noah and cop that book, because she is an actual living example of what she speak on. But she know that what I'm talking about is actual fact. Like, these things I'm saying are not things that I'm just saying. They're real things. And there's people here that are with me from those days that we did these things. They're real things. And that's what's beautiful in life. It's not just the box that, like, when we put people in boxes, right? We're not confining them. We're confining ourselves in the magnitude of experiences that we can have with them, because we limit them in our minds as to what they are and who they can be, versus really taking the opportunity to dig into the relationships with the people that we qualify that matter. Not everybody, because not everybody is worthy of that time from you, right?
Absolutely.
But with the people that actually matter, right? It's a beautiful thing to sometimes take the time to step out of the roles that you've assigned to them and allow them to be their natural who they are and discover the beauty inside of them. And man, yo, it's like having a whole new friend, man. It's like discovering that your phone can do something that you never knew it could do. You're like, I didn't even know this could do this. Like, wow. That's what it is, man.
That's what it is. And you know what's even crazier? I thank you for that, because let me tell you something. We can't just box you in as an MC / activist. We got to give you the politician role too, what a politician is supposed to be, about community. So we can't. So in no, I'm not even gonna say in retrospect. Well, no, I'm gonna say in retrospect. When we look back, we'll say you was actually the first hip hop politician. Do It All Do is really the second. You know what I'm saying?
No. Let me correct that, King.
Correct me.
I can't think of everybody's name. I'm notoriously bad with names, right? But there's 4 MCs that have served and are serving their community in that capacity. And then there are a multitude of amazing artists who are doing the real work in the community, as I have, you heard, and at equal measure, and in some cases transcendent of the things that I've done, that we very rarely talk about. People like Wise Intelligent, people like Uno the Prophet out in Boston, people like our brother Ali, people like Dead Prez and Sister Yonazda, you know what I'm saying? And a multitude of people that, of course the names escaping me because I'm trying to remember them in this moment.
Yeah.
But that doesn't minimize their work. There's so many people that, and that's the thing, like, Wise Intelligence says something that I thought was absolutely brilliant. And part of my vulgarity, but I'm gonna say it as he said it, which is, he said, fuck the revolution, focus on the revolutionary. A lot of us get too caught up in waxing poetic about these revolutionary ideas, these concepts about, we got to stop a black, white, this and that, and blah, 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 and the white racist power structure, and the police brutality, like these very big ideas that truthfully you would never have to be accountable for not having any progress on, because the supervillain that you've created or the supervillain that you've engaged is such a large issue that you not getting any real progress other than just ranting about it could be excused, right? But fuck that concept. I want to talk about the revolutionary. Talk to me about the person that goes outside and takes care of Miss Johnson. He go over there and help clean her yard because he knows she getting up in years, and he just got that spirit in him. Talk to me about the brother that got the football league and he go outside and he throw the ball with the kids. And you gotta love that person, because that's a revolutionary, because it's a revolution for people to love on us. It's a revolution for us to love on us, because that's something that's missing. And before the revolution, there was the person. And oftentimes we have this mindset that, God's gonna see you through. Yeah. Like, God's gonna see you through, King. It's gonna be all right, because you are. He's not. Curtis Mayfield and the Impressions. It was called, when he had his song from the album Young Mod's Forgotten Story. There's a song called If You Had a Choice of Colors. If you had a choice of colors, which one would you choose, my brother? You know what I'm saying, right? And in the song, he says, The people must prove to the people that a better day is coming for you and for me. You heard? Like there's a point in this that the people gotta prove. Like I'm here trying to do something, right? Like I'm Kool Kim. I'm trying to have a certain dialogue with people. I'm trying to set a certain tone in the vibes. I'm doing that, right? But without my tribe, right? Without the people proving this, it's not real. The people, the
Right.
tribe has to prove to the people that a better day is coming. Because if these cats that's in this comment section right now ain't 10 toes down, you heard? If they not like, yo, Kim, I like what you talking about. I align with that. That's what I want to see. This is what I want my entertainers to be like. This is what I want our leaderships to be like. This is what I want my brothers to be like. This is how I want to see hip hop. I believe in this. I align with this, and I'm gonna act on it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
act on it. I'm not just gonna say that I like it. I'm not gonna just wax poetic about it. I'm not gonna make a Facebook post and complain about it. I'm not gonna post something that I don't like and talk about what I don't like. I'm not gonna boycott shit. I'm going to buy into something. I'm going to step to something. I'm going to say, yo, I'm with you, King. How can I help? What you need me to do? Where you need me at? I'm on the line. What's up? What's going on? What you need help? What you need? You need somebody? Because if we all live a little, no one got to live a lot. So the people got to prove to the people that a better day is coming. And I'm very blessed. I'll say it again, and I'm not going to come up off this while I'm on here. I'm so blessed and highly favored because, yo, look at my tribe. We in here. We turned up in here right now. My people's just in here right now. I told my people's on Friday and on Wednesday. I was like, yo, son, I'm gonna be here on this night. Yo, show up. You know what I'm saying? And I've been rocking and rolling all this time, doing so much stuff that I couldn't even promote to the extent that I intended to. So I made sure before it was time, I put my post on. I sent it out to my peoples like, yo, you know what time it is, and they in here. Let's go, King.
They in
People
here.
must prove to the people. They here, yo. What's up?
You know what it is. You know why? Because you give it to them, and you give it to them in a point where they can relate to it. And they've been rocking with you for so long that what you give them is not fake. You give them what you are inside. You're not giving them something that's a persona. You're not giving them something that's going, feed them for today, and then tomorrow they're going to be on some other shit. No, you're actually feeding the soul, and that's what I appreciate. That's why I started coming to in the mornings. Anytime I see you on, boom, you know what I mean? I'm in there. I'm participating. I might even comment, you know what I'm saying, once or twice, you know what I mean? But I'm in there to listen, to understand what's going on. You know what I mean? It's the same way. It's like, yo, when you find somebody who speaks to you or speaks the same language as you, it's refreshing. You know what I mean?
I mean, come on. This world is lonely, King. I mean,
that's a fact.
How it is, huh? Like, if you about something, right? If you got a thought outside of the matrix, like you see, man, you remember the matrix. I hate using these analogies because so many people use them in like these weirdo ways. Mm-hmm. But the world was in them stasis tubes.
It grows for a second, Joe.
You heard? But the ones that was in, can you hear me?
No, I can hear you now. Okay. You froze for a second.
Okay, all right. So I'm saying the world that everybody know was crowded with people that was human batteries, right? But the ones that was in Zion, those was few. That wasn't a lot. It wasn't millions of people. It was maybe 100,000 people if you lucky. You heard? If there maybe 20,000. Like it wasn't a bunch of people. When you about something outside of the matrix, it's lonely.
Yeah.
When you're about something outside of the groupthink, it's lonely. You know what I'm saying? Yo, think about it, man. You was in high school. You remember, brother, one time he said to me, man, when I was in senior high school, man. He said, yo, man, enjoy it, bro. He said, enjoy this because, yo, this is gonna be the last time where all your friends are gonna be in the same place like this. Because once y'all leave high school, y'all all going your separate ways. It's a busy. Like you're not gonna see them no more. You heard? So now let's say that you did your life by the book. You did the right thing. You got your woman, you married her, you know what I'm saying? Or, whatever. You got built a family for yourself. Like, whatever, however that play out, you know what I'm saying? And, you got you some job, you got some employment, or you're an entrepreneur, whatever, you're out here putting it in and you're doing what you got to do. It's a lonely life, King. That rat race, it will isolate you. You know what I'm saying? You'll be tired after work. I'm tired, son. I'm tired, son. I can't go.
Right.
I can't. Nah. If we ain't already outside by 7, it's a wrap. I can't. 8, 9, 10. We just leaving now? Nah, son. Nah. I'm in the cover, son. It's over, son. I'm tired, son. So you gotta understand, King. Like the appeal. The reason, one of the reasons why this tribe thrives the way it's doing, one of the reasons why it's growing the way it's growing, one of the reasons it has such a meaning and value, and why the people that are part of this tribe, a part of this community, are so fired up, is because sometimes your tribe ain't your blood. Sometimes your tribe ain't your family. It's not your friends. Sometimes you gotta seek out people that are like you. You meet somebody and you're like, yo, wow, man, I really had a great time with that person. That person's in your tribe. Like you just, we simpatico. Exactly. It's all likes, man. I really connected with that person. You know what I mean? And so in a world where that's so rare, right? When you have even an inkling of an opportunity to engage that, you cherish it, man. If you're a real one, you understand?
Absolutely.
Real ones is gonna cherish it. Real ones is like, yo, son, son, like, yo, I'll be, my tribe hit me up after a bill. I done took for 2 hours. I done said all could be said in that day. Right? And I'm on my way to the gym, and I'll see a notification, and it'll be a voice message from one of my strong peeps, and they'll be like, yo, fam, I had to hit you up and tell you, man, that was right on time. I needed to hear that discussion because I'm going through these things. Marvin Gaye said it. We are all sensitive people. We all going through it, King. Like, we all trying to get it out the mud. We all trying to figure it out. Every day is the first time we ever did it. We ain't never done tomorrow like we gonna do. Tomorrow ain't gonna be today. It's gonna be different. It's gonna have new challenges. We all trying to figure this out, man. You a man. I'm a man. We done had situations where the family looking to us to fix a problem, and we have no idea how we gonna fix it. Our sisters is in here right now trying to figure out how they gonna put 2 and 2 together and make 400.
Yeah.
How I'm gonna get this done? How I'm gonna take care of my babies? How I'm gonna get everything sorted out? We all going through that, and so if there's islands in this world where we can rest our weary feet, there's a chair that we can sit down on, and there are people around us that's talking our language. So how could what do you think's gonna happen, yo? You're gonna have a tribe. You're gonna build a community, and soon enough, it's gonna be a nation.
Let me tell you something, man. What you're doing is infectious. I mean, I see it with your daughter's tribe. She got her own tribe. You dig where I'm coming from?
She got a wolf pack.
The wolf pack, y'all. If y'all don't know, she's in here. Luna Ice Music. You know what I'm saying? Definitely go follow her as well. But it's infectious, and so I know that it's not just something that you stumbled upon, and then all of a sudden, you just continued it. You know what I mean? It's real. It's coming from the heart, and I really appreciate that. I wanted to ask you this because the work that you're putting in and the work that you have done. She says she has a pack. The work that you have done and the work that you are doing. How do, in your opinion, how do we implement that to where we can reach the youth to put the cool on it, so it doesn't look like it's just us of a certain age wanting to bring the change back, because when I was coming up, we had Self-Destruction, and that record spoke to me in a different way, because it was a message in it, but I saw all of my favorite rappers in that video, and what they were saying, I wasn't even paying attention to what they were saying, but what they were saying was speaking to me subconsciously. So in your opinion, how can we bring something like that but keep it cool?
Well, you know what? All right, so I ain't never not been cool. You heard? Like I
That's
always
a
been.
fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't make up the name Kool Kim. I was given the name Kool Kim. You heard? Like
Talk.
I ain't. You know, the name was learned, and it was earned, not learned. You know what I'm saying? I ain't
Yes,
learned the
sir.
name. Like, I'm gonna call myself Kool Kim. No, I earned that name. Um, and I say I never not been cool because everything I'm doing is cool because I perceive it as such. You dig it? So I perceive being a positive person, being unique, being an individual, you know, being intelligent, being thoughtful, being passionate. I see those things as cool. I carry it with the confidence of somebody that's convinced that those things are cool. And so, on a very practical level, first thing we got to do is one, carry what we're doing like it has value and meaning. Second thing that we got to do is we got to do what we do without crapping on young people. It's not necessary. I think that the elders spend too much time criticizing young people, right? And not enough time communing with young people. Why we sound like sometimes when I hear, especially hip hoppers talk, sound like absentee fathers who are criticizing their sons for not being the man that they was. How crazy is that?
You just, I don't want to cut you, but I just want to add this into that. I have this conversation all the time, and and what I wanted to add is what you just said is what I say all the time. I,
Allow me to add to that though, because there's another important component. Here's the thing. Nothing succeeds like success. Nothing succeeds like success. How I look, try and be like I try to teach my son certain stuff, right? And I'm always thinking in the back of my mind is like, yo, I've got to succeed because ultimately, without a success model, the value of what I'm going to say is always dubious. You
mm,
did? So even though I think that much more can be learned from people, you learn a lot less from successful people than you're going to learn from somebody that struggled. Because most of us are going to struggle. You dig it? And so a person that's been through it can tell you how to get through it. You
mm,
heard? You dig? A person that got selected early in the game, hit the lottery, most they're gonna be able to tell you is this very ambiguous stuff. Like, yo, you gotta think in your mind, and and the universe will just give it to you if you just think it through. Like
you
that's
understand that,
crazy because it don't go like that. You know,
right?
it don't be like that. They're not telling you about how they struggled and how they had the things that they had to endure, or they're not telling you about the person that actually earned it. They might be living off of it, but the person that actually earned it, what they had to go through, and how much humiliation they endured, and all the no's. They say you can take 99 no's to get to the 100th yes. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you know, they're not telling you about that. The person that been through hell, that's like, yo, son, I know what it is for this to happen. I can tell you how to endure because this is what life is. But that notwithstanding, what we have to do, and this is why I'm so motivated and why I motivate my unit this way, why I'm so fired up for my tribe, why I talk this way, why I stay on this. You heard? Morning, I'm like, yo, I got a new single out called Don't Talk No More, produced by Mark Payne. It's streaming now. Yo, go stream it on all streaming platforms. You can purchase it directly on KoolKimUMC.com. And the merch is there. I got the dope merch, the fired up joint. Yo, I got all that. Yes, but I'm more concerned with rallying up my unit. Yeah, and the reason why is because if I can create a community of people that are vibing, that are feeling spiritually well, emotionally well, mentally well, because they have an outlet and they're in a community where they're encouraged to feel good, to do good, to endure through difficulties, to get fired up and ready to go when things get hard, to figure out their way through this stuff, to not give up, give in, just to give out a little bit. I get out a little something. I got something for you, but I ain't gonna give up.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna give in. You heard? And if I can get this crew, this tribe, this community to prosper, not just me, but all of us. And prosper is not all of us being rich, because maybe that's not in the cards for all of us, right?
Yeah.
But maybe prosper is for us to feel fulfilled as men and women. And we have to be. And every day ain't we coming home from work and just tired and drained and wore out. But we come home and we inspire because we understand the why. Why am I doing it? Why do I work hard? Why am I doing this? We find a joy in life that's transcendent of the work we do to sustain our lives, right? If we can find that, then maybe we would have something that our kids would look at and they'd be like, yo, I'm trying to be like you, Unc. I'm doing it. Yo, you looking good, Unc. Where you going, y'all? We gonna get together. We going to the day party, man. We gonna have a good time, man. We be back in a little bit. I'm trying to be where they at. You know what I'm saying? If we get back to having a cookout and we at the cookout and having a good time and doing like old Big Mama used to do, she'd come out in the middle of cookout and come in, you know, she'd do the rock steady with us and have a good time. And everybody circle around grandma and be like, ah, and there was that energy and that lineage of love passing through each other. That's a different type of cool. We don't gotta be swagger cool. I'm beyond swagger cool. I'm on my grown mans. So they need to see me living good, doing good, and being happy and fulfilled as a man. And they see us fulfilled as men and women and connecting and being joyful and supporting each other. And also, here's the other thing that we got to do, because this is very important, right?
Right.
What we have to do is stand on business. What business am I talking about? If I think that if I'm going to disrespect Sexy Red, because I think that she's an industry plant and that she's here to diminish the image of the black woman. Yo, you know how stupid you sound saying that? And you can't name 5 dope female MCs in the right now that get it in?
Exactly.
You sound crazy. If you're not buying their music, the ones that are actually making good music, thoughtful, powerful, ill lyricists, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, shorty, give it up. She rhyming. These is cadences right here.
Yeah.
She don't sound like her favorite male MC. I'm hearing a new voice right now. If you can't do that, then you need to shut your mouth, because you're a hypocrite, because you can't even stand on business enough to say, yo, I believe in this and I support it. I don't boycott, because boycotts are for boys. I buy into it. I put my money where my mouth is. I don't talk. I buy that. Oh, I like that. I buy that. Yo, how crazy is it that the most well-off demographic, hip hoppers, people that grew up in this culture, billion-dollar industry that we built, right? 45 to 66, 67, but really it's about 70 now, right? 45 to about 70 years old, a cats that built the culture that we living in now, got disposable income. These is cats is gonna take 2 trips a year. You're gonna hit the islands at least one day. One trip is gonna be to the islands. The other trip is gonna be somewhere local. You heard? You're going to the sporting events. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going out to dinner. You got money. You got 40, 50, 60,000 car in the garage. You got a house. You know what I mean? Solid jobs, 401k, and ain't nobody marketing nothing to you. Ain't nobody selling you the hip hop that you like. They don't even play that on the radio. Your kids don't listen to the radio no more. They got earpod buds. They not even, you be in the car with your kids. They ain't even listening to what you listening to. They got their headphones on. They're not worried about what you playing in the car. You can play all the smooth jazz you want. You can play all that old school hip hop you want if you wanted to. Why are they not even talking to you? You know why? Because you have shown them that you're a dead market. You have not engaged what you love. You've lost your passion. And so for me, it's about having a tribe of people, a community of people that I help reclaim that passion and let them know, nah, fam, reclaim your passion, reclaim your you, okay? We fly. Like, let's do what we do and enjoy ourselves. Our babies is going to see it, and when they see it, they're going to get fired up, and they're going to get ready to go because they're going to want to do it like auntie doing it, and they're going to want to do it like uncle doing it. You know, real fast, without belaboring this too long, on my lives, every so often, the great one, Melba Moore pops on. Auntie Melba. The great Melba Moore comes on. You heard?
Yes, yes, sir.
A true entertainment icon. She has won almost every award there is to win. Tony Award winning, meaning that means she is a thespian. She done held the longest note in history, damn near. You heard? Amazing singer, actress. You heard? Star on the Walk of Fame. You heard? Call her Miss Walk of Fame.
Congratulations on that recently.
Yes. Melba Moore comes on to my lives. And she come in there and she have a good old time. She has Auntie Murder in here. She just gotta be in there having a good old time with us, you heard? And when she comes on, and if I'm lying, I'm flying. And everybody that be on my lives with me, on my tribe, put a one in the air if y'all know what I'm talking about. Melba Moore come on there and she be having a good old time with us. You heard? And we all feel a sense of warmth when she comes in. We all feel a sense of warmth when Auntie Melba come in. We all feel that blessing of her popping up because it's heavy to have the elders come through and love on you like that. The elders to come through and engage you like that. So I just want to say in closing on this particular subject, when I was coming up in hip hop, we talking about in the early 80s, early 90s, all right? Mid 80s, early 90s. My mother's son, me, who was an A-class student, ridiculously articulate. I could have done anything. I could have been a politician. I could have been a lawyer. I could have been a scientist. I could have been any number of things because I was that smart. You heard? My mother's son chose to chase after this music that she brought home to me in a Xerox paper, Rapper's Delight, folded up. That was the first viral when you used to Xerox shit, and then you bring it. That was the first thing how you go viral. And she brought home Rapper's Delight, and I read those words, and it was like a mystic spell come over me. She did this. My mother, to this day, 80-something years old. I don't even know how old my mother is, all right? I ain't even gonna lie to you. My mother, to this day, this studio I'm sitting in, she poured into this. You heard? To this day, she bought me my first drum machine, Roland R8. You know what I'm saying? Bought me my first rack samplers. She did that. She did that. And let me tell you something.
Salute to mama love, man, for that.
My
For
mother
real, for real.
grew up listening to bebop and jazz and soul music. You heard? At that time, for her to not support me in hip hop would have been not only a sensible thing, but a rational and practical thing that I could not have faulted her for. And yet and still, that woman poured into me like many of my peers, their mothers or their grandmothers or their dads poured into them and believed in their son and their daughter's dream. How in the fucking world do cats that have grown up and built this hip-hop community have the audacity to turn their nose up to their children? That is a fucking shame. I'm sorry, I gotta put it the way it is, yo. It is an absolute disgrace. And I can't jack that. I don't like everything
Right.
they do. I ain't into everything they do. I ain't telling you to like what they do. But yo, you know, my mother ain't like what we was do. Like she ain't like the music in general,
Right.
but she love her baby. She love her
Absolutely.
baby. So I love our babies, man. I'm a community man. I'm a community father. I'm not just a dad. I'm not just a husband. I'm not just a grandpa. I'm a community father, yo. I love these babies, man. And I love that they smart and that they finding their way through this and that they making them some money. Because if they can get them a little money like we didn't get, they can get that money, get that money.
That
Word up.
money.
And I pray that God is good enough, that Allah's plan is good for me, that I could do what I'm doing and achieve enough success that I could connect with some of these young people so that Unc could be on there and do like Auntie Melba do for us. You know what I'm saying? Unc be like, yo, Unc, what up? Yo, what up, baby?
Hey,
How you all right? And I show them that good love, that brotherly love, that uncle love, that fatherly love that a lot of them is missing.
that's
Yeah, that's
what
what
I'm talking about. I
that's what
love
I
that,
hope.
man. I love that. That's a great answer. Let me tell you something about Auntie Melba. She's come on Fire or Trash and came in there and spent time with us.
Yeah,
All I was doing was, I said, all I wanted to do was say who she was to my listeners, and also explain to them, like, when I actually came into knowing who she was through because I mean I was young, of course, so
yes,
you don't, but I came into know who she was by way of a movie called Death by Temptation. And I got
mm,
to talking about it, and she said that was my production company who actually put it out. Because I said, hey, this was Ernest Dickinson's first horror movie. And when she said that, blew my top off. And my mother, God bless her soul, she put me on to who Melba Moore was by way of that movie. And that's when I started doing my history on those who came before us, because I wanted to know, Ma, you know who this person is? And then I started knowing who she was from going back. And I always say this to everybody who I talk to when I'm giving them information. I say, don't take my word for it. Pick up your phone and Google for yourself. You know what I'm saying? We heard that from LeVar Burton reading Rainbow, y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? But I say all of that, to say this. When she comes in, I had to stop my show in the middle because I couldn't believe she was in my live. And I see her making her rounds through this hip hop thing. So
Yo, let me tell you something. Let me show you what kind of woman she is. And I don't know the specifics of it, so I don't give me the line on here, right? But I know that there was a point in her life in the recent past, you know what I mean, recent past, maybe last 10 or 15 years, where she was having a difficulty, you know what I'm saying, health concerns as well as financial issues. And let me tell you something. This is where Auntie Melba comes from, right? Everybody call her that. Yo, her fan, her community, they showed up and showed out. They took care of their auntie, you heard? And
so
instead of taking that in and being aloof about it, look how she love on us. So let her be a very living example, because we don't know how long we got her. You heard?
absolutely.
So, you know, she might be making these rounds because God got it for like, yo, you need to make these rounds because when it's time for me to call you home, I need you to have put this work in because I need you to be an example to some of those that's out there that need that example so that they can perpetuate that example.
Mm.
So I just wanted all of us that have had the blessing and experience of being on a live and she pop in and chop it up with us and be silly with us and have a good time. Yo, don't just be starstruck, you know, but take note of the beautiful thing that you're seeing happen.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that right there, we can't ask for nothing more than just that, what you just said, because I see her on everybody's live who is relevant to this thing of ours called hip hop. And when I say it, you know what I mean? And I say this thing of ours because I want that to be infectious. I want, y'all know where I took it from, but at the end of the day, this is something that we created, so that's what I'm going to use. I want to before I want you to tell people about this. Don't talk no more. I know we talked on it before, but you know what I'm saying. But before we do that, this is my last question of the evening.
Go ahead, King. I try to make my answer reasonably short.
Nah,
I know I've been rambling.
Hey, listen, we gonna
I've
do a
been
part.
rambling.
We
I
gotta
know
do
I'm
a part
rambling.
two.
I ain't gonna lie to you, yo.
Hey, we gotta do a part two, because listen, you drop more jewels. You drop bracelets. You drop Breitlings. You drop freaking earrings. You drop, oh man, I mean, I'm talking about a few diamond chains.
I
So
know
it's,
that's right.
come on now. We love that. We love that, and I love that. Like, let me tell you something. This is epic, man. You and Mike Hands have been one of the top that I've been like, yo, these are my favorites right here. So we're gonna do a part two.
Yeah, I see my homegirl Kaya Cole in here. You know what I'm
Salute.
saying? She a fitness guru, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Her daughter's like a big time star. We grew up together, man, child babies and stuff like that. She's doing that thing. I see her in the building. That's what's up, you heard?
Yes,
I
sir.
gotta shout out real quick.
No question. So this is my question that I ask all of my guests. When it's all said and done, how do you want to be remembered?
How do I want to be remembered? I would like people to be like, yo, that's my man, yo. That's my man, yo. Yo, Kim, it's my man's kid. Like, yo, that's my man's. Because I feel like that encompasses everything. That's my man's right there, yo. It's my dude, kid. Yo, son, a good dude, man. That's a good dude, kid. Like, that's a good dude, man. That's because that's really, I don't know what more there is, man. You know what I'm saying? I want of course, I want my kids and my wife to remember the fun things, you know what I'm saying, and the happiness, and I hope that I want people to remember their experiences with me. Yeah, like I want them to remember the things that we did, the things. That's why I be so like, I do an event at my home called Beach and Bars Barbecue. I did the first one this year in May. We had a barbecue in May. It was freezing. We had a good old time. Yo, we had so much fun. It was crazy. And I just invited all my peoples to come through. And yo, everybody come to my house. Yeah, we're gonna have a barbecue. And it rained, and we had the tent up, and we had so much fun. We had so much fun, and I never met if there was, let's say if there was 50 people there, I never met 49 of them. You heard? I only knew like one or two of them that I actually had met in real life. Mad strangers come to my house, in the sense of I had never personally met these people, and yo, my house echoes with so much beauty from all these beautiful people being in my home, sitting down with me, and we just it was a love fest. It was supposed to be a barbecue. It would turn into a festival. People was driving 13, 14 hours to come down here. You heard? And we're gonna do another one in April 26th, 27th, and 28th. We're gonna have another one at the house. And it's we just connect, right? And I'll be trying to get the people like this in the comments. I'd be like, yo, come through, son. Like, this is not TV, son. This is real. I'm a real human being, King. Like, I'm real. I'm a boy. Like, I'm Pinocchio out here. Like, I'm here.
Right.
Man. Like, I'm
Yeah,
flesh
I'm
and
really,
blood, King.
yeah.
Like, I am longing for the day where my tribe, all these people that bang with me, that be fired up and ready to go with me, I'm longing for the day when I'll be like, yo, what up, son? Oh, what up, kid? Oh, son, it's you. Look at my boy. Look at my boy right there. What up, boy? Get over here. Yo, son, you know how good that feels? So,
Absolutely.
that experience, and I want to share that experience with people that dig what I'm doing, is about what I'm, feel what I'm doing, because when I'm gone, I want them to not just be, I want them to be able to tell stories about what happened, what we did, and my
Yeah.
actual impact in their life. And when I actually said to them that, yo, I came and I gave them a hug, and yo, how you felt? Always look at you, I pat them on the shoulder. What's up, boy? How you? And see my sisters and get them a big love hug. Oh, how you doing? And you know what I'm saying? And I want people to remember that about me, my warmth, and that I'm a good guy, man. You know what I'm saying? And that I had a different type of strength that is rare. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And really, honestly, I hope that when I'm gone, that I've had an impact on the right people, so that they'll look out for my family when I'm not here. You heard that they'll be like, yo, y'all all right? You know what I'm saying? Like they have so much love for me that they want to make sure that my kids and my wife, you know what I'm saying, that they good, like that they all right. That would be, like, to me, that would be a life well lived. Yeah, I think that's good enough.
Man, I love that. I love that, man. And you can't ask for anything more from that either. You know what I'm saying? That's like real. That's really from the heart. And I thank you for that. You know what I mean? You gave me all of you today. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, yo, I feel right now when I'm fired up right now because you gave me so much and you gave us so much. So I really, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, first of all, for giving us this music from the start to present, and also just giving me all of this knowledge, you know what I'm saying, just from being on your lives to actually being on this, going to your broadcast, coming on this one, and letting my listeners and the viewers see what's up with you. I really appreciate that. And I
Well,
want to say, go ahead.
go ahead, King. Now,
No, no,
what
no.
I want to say to you, what I want to say to you, King, is I see you. I appreciate you, because you're working hard. You're doing this by yourself for the most part, and you're trying to make a way. And I know that walk, man. You heard?
Hmm.
It's a walk that's seldom traveled by the multitude. You heard? It's a walk that a lot of people ain't gonna stand. It's not a faint. It's not. Ain't not too many people that say thank you, because they waiting to see you prove it. They're waiting to see you become this big success before it could be valid. But I see you, King, and I appreciate you, and I know the work that you're doing. And I want to say to you that I'm proud of you, King, because you
Appreciate
made a choice, and you lived, and you leaning on that passion, King, and you're not giving up, and you trying to lean towards the positive, and you're trying to build something that have meaning and value, and you're trying to help define and redefine the architecture, this culture that we have in B. And it's important, B. And we need more people doing that. We need more spaces and places where this kind of conversation could be facilitated. I can't always talk like this in some of my interviews. Some of the interviews I gotta be talking other type of talk, because
you. Hmm.
that's just the level of that discussion. But King, be proud of yourself, King. And I'm proud of you, man. And I'm sure all my peoples that's watching right now, man, we gonna definitely keep an eye on you, and keep an eye out for you, because you're doing the right thing, my man. So yo, you know what I'm saying? I full on
Appreciate
salute,
that.
brother. Keep on keeping
Salute,
on,
man.
my dude. And
I
I got your
appreciate it.
back, King. Like, whatever I could do to help you, I'll be a good friend to you, King. Let's do it, man. Let's win together, King. Let's
Yes.
win together, B. Let's win together. It's that time. It's winning season. Winning circle business. Tribe up, fired up business. Yo, how y'all feel out there? We fired up or what?
You
Is we
fired up
fired up or
for
what
what?
out here? You
I
heard?
need to see it. I need to see it.
Let's
I
get it.
need
Let's
to
get
see it in
fired up one
there,
more
y'all.
time before we wrap this up. Is y'all fired up or what? Let's burn this comment section up real quick. Let them know what time it is. Tribe up,
Right.
fired up. How y'all feel? Let's go. There it is. Let's
Shit,
go.
let's
We can
go.
go
Let's
for
go.
it,
We see
yo.
you. Here
We
they
know we
come.
good.
Here they come.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
good.
talking about, man.
Come
I
on, man. This
appreciate
tribe is
all of
good,
y'all.
yo.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
we in here for
all of
real.
y'all, man.
Yeah, Classic C Gems is here. Come on, Chuck. Look at it. Look, we're putting it up there. Look, QP Dot, my wife right there. She chugging out. You know what I'm saying? Zero Nas
Salute
is up in here.
you.
King Megatron up in here. You heard? Phantom Node up in here. Who else out here chugging? You know what I'm saying? Luna Ice up in here.
I
Come
see
on
you.
now. True Star, a 7-star Menace up in here. Miss Bespoke up in here. We all up in here. Come on now. Let's burn it up, burn it down, yo. We gotta let them know we
Ready.
fired up and ready to go. This is the hip hop we looking for. This is the energy we looking for. This is the
That's
vibes
a
we
fact.
have. So we gonna chalk this up. We gonna keep chalking it up till it win. Point blank and period.
And
All right, man.
period.
Let's talk about this song before we get up out of here, man. God,
Yes,
we done
sir.
held it too long, man.
Yeah,
10-hour
yeah,
live.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you already know. So look, man. So tell us, just tell us about this. You already told us how it came about.
Yes,
You know what I
sir.
mean? But what does this mean to you as far as the response that you've been getting? This response that you've been getting and just all of the love, because we banging it over here. So
I'm gonna tell you what, King. Yo, I got an amazingly dope life, yo. You know what I mean? It ain't an easy life, but it's an amazingly dope life, yo. And I gotta say, man, to be in a situation where I'm an underdog to some extent, man. You heard? Unbeknownst to them, I'm like the hero of the ages, but I'm
right,
Clark Kent to some people. They're not realizing sometimes that I'm Superman. Yo, for this song to be catching on the way it is, for it to be climbing the college radio charts right now, for it to be invading commercial radio bit by bit, for it to be premiering now on XM radio, like, Rock the Bells radio and, Beat Miners radio and, Underground Arsenal and, just for all the different people that's my brother DJ Shock Kim throwing it on and you know what I'm saying? Juice That Soul and all these, and of course the foundation, my brother, DJ Johnny Prince, the throwback god. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Throwback god, throwing my joint on. He's the first person to pick that joint up and start cutting it up. You know what I'm saying? And DJ Mr. Sinister and DJ Sapphire and on and on and on and on. And to all my cast like that, I'm not I charge it to the head, not to the heart, because I just love all of them.
yeah,
Like King, it was not something that I planned. You heard? My plan was to just drop a single, see what it does, come with another single, start showing consistency and try to, over a course of maybe a year, start winning people over. Like that was what I was thinking. That ain't how it went. That's not how it's going. What's going is we going up. Like we going up. And just to circle back around to what we was talking about earlier about me at one point lamenting about the fact that I didn't see the numbers that I was seeing. Yo, King, the numbers that I have are real numbers. They say men lie, women lie, and numbers don't lie. Yo, a man said that, and I'm here to tell you that that's the biggest lie. Numbers lie the most because you could buy numbers. You can manipulate numbers. Numbers is only good as the person compiling them or the intent behind the compilation of said numbers. So, yo, you looking at a lot of stuff. You seeing 20,000, 30,000 likes, but then you look in the comment section and ain't but 10 people said anything. Them numbers is not adding up. You heard?
right.
You look at my joint, yeah, I might have 400 people that liked it. And you look in the comment section, there's 300 comments in there. There's a whole discourse going on in there. You will see you will see bad blue check marks popping up in my comment section because it's just real. And so that's I'm so excited to see the possibility manifest with this new single, Don't Talk No More. I'm excited to watch its growth. But I'm still hungry for more engagement, more numbers. I want to get this video up. We're gonna take it up. We're gonna get these numbers up on the video. Not because
Do
we
it.
in the pressure, not because we're gonna buy them numbers, but because we're gonna expose more people to dope hip hop, and we're gonna allow dope hip hop to do what dope hip hop does to real hip hoppers. It's just that Cass is so hungry for hip hop that Cass is a listen to anything. So we gonna get them to what's good. So we gotta be the evangelist. We gonna have to be the Jehovah's Witness
Yeah. Yeah.
You got the knock on some studs like, yo, I got the good news for y'all. Here this hip
Hey,
hop, you know?
we got to come through and say, yo, do you know
Yeah,
the truth? Here it
yeah, we
goes.
got the truth right
Here it
here.
is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta hit him with the Minister Price on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta hit him with the evidence. But you know, but at the end of the day, I'm excited because I didn't expect this. I didn't. This is
Yeah.
not what I dreamed, but I prayed for this. That's what I hoped for. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I am encouraged. And but I'm still hungry and I'm still highly motivated. I'm still fired up and I still want more because what I'm doing, I feel like, you know, the way I feel like the stuff that I talk about, all this tribe talk I'm talking, King, I'm not, it's not a game, kid. Like it's not something that, yo, these is real people and I'm talking about. These is real
Absolutely.
people. Like I know these people. Like I could if I start seeing their names come up, I can start telling you stuff about them that I know. You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm like, I said, he doing this. That one's doing this. This one over here. King
Right.
Megatron, he was talking about he was sore from his rehab. This is real what I'm saying right now. As soon as King Megatron name come up, I can tell you that about him. Because I know this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know this about them. I could tell you about my people just popping on and what they do and what they because I have interest in these people.
Good
So
for
for
him.
me to see them like I want them I'm excited about what's happening. I'm thankful and I'm grateful, but it's not enough because I want to take my tribe to the top. I want them to see something that they never saw before. I want them to be a part of greatness. I want them, and not in a way where like, oh, I'm a fan of his. No, I'm down with that dude.
Yeah.
That's my man.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
watch. Yo, kid, where you at? Yo, son, I'm over here. So where you at? I want that for them. You
Yeah.
heard? In fact, I don't even want, yo, kid, where you at? I want, yo, kid, where you at? I'm right around the corner. Oh, okay, yo, we trying to find you. Yo, meet me over here. That's what I want for them. And until we get there, until we all together having a good time, we partying up big and talking big shit and not caring about nothing. Until that day comes, I'm not letting up. So I'm
Right.
going to be fired up, ready to go. I'm beating everybody tail like, yo, we got to get it. Turn up. We're going to bring the streams up. We're going to get the video views up. We're going to get the sale. We're going to everything. We're going to win because it's the winning
Go
circle.
win.
And I'm excited about it because I just got a great energy around me and I want to share it because like I always say in all my lives, yo, King, yo, you got a superpower, cousin. All these people in here got a superpower.
Mm.
Nova Star got a superpower, you heard? You know what I'm saying? Freaking, yo, you know, let me see. What's that? Oh, that's Noya Star. She got, no, that's Nova Star right there. King Megatron got a superpower. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
Yeah.
in Classic T Gems got a superpower. Zero Nines got a superpower. Yo, they got superpower, yo. And you know what that superpower is? Yo, fam, you can walk in a room, King, and change the whole color of it, the whole temperature of it. Yo, you can
Mm.
change the course of somebody's day. You heard? It's a story goes like this. You know what I'm saying? We gonna end it on this note because I done said enough, right? The story goes like this. A man was talking to a forensic scientist for the police, was discussing how he was in charge of the Golden Gate Bridge investigation. Many people jump off the Golden Gate Bridge to commit suicide, unfortunately. And, uh, you know, they have to investigate it to confirm that it was suicide and not murder. You heard? And he said, which one did any of them ever really impact you? He said, no, after time you get used to it because it's kind of this, you know, it's kind of the same old thing type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People be in a state of despair and they give up. And he said, but he said one in particular impacted them the most. And he said that when they went to his home after discovering him from jumping off the bridge, they went to the home. They discovered the suicide note on the desk. Nothing unique about that. That is common that people leave a suicide note. Um, he said it was what was in the suicide note, and in the suicide I noticed said, I'm going to the Golden Gate Bridge and I'm going to jump off. But if even one person says hi to me, I'll try again. I'll try. I won't give up. And man is dead because nobody said hi. No one said, like my sister Furu who popped in earlier said,
Now,
hey now. Nobody said, what up, yo? Yo, what up, yo? Hey, what up, homie? Hey, yo, son, I don't know what's going on with you right now, King. I don't want to stop your group. But yo, I like that look for you, kid. You look good, King. No one gave him one of those. And now we done lost one. Family, all of y'all have such an amazing power inside you. And that power is just showing love, King. Fear is weakness, King. Trying to have people scared of you is weak, son, because you can't maintain fear. At some point, you're going to miss a step, and the wolves is coming for you. But love, oh, man, you could bring love with you to the grave, son. Love live on after you. People be talking about the love that they have for you and how you made them feel and the things you said. You be a saint on this earth, kid. So I just want to remind all y'all, man, like lead with love, kid. Even when it hurts sometimes, man, be generous with it. Just give it, man. Give it out, yo. Give it out, man. Give it out. And if you got time, because I know there's a few people that's watching today that don't necessarily be on my lives, so you may not hear this word because you don't be on the lives, but if you get a chance, check me out Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern time. You get it in, man. We be talking, man. But if you get a chance, man, and there's somebody in your life that been rooting for you, you ain't gotta be doing that in big time. Yeah, just somebody like old mom just love on you and be believing with you. Don't give up on you. They've been holding you down, rocking with you. You heard, silently cheering for you. They may not got nothing to give other than they love and they heart and they support. If you get a chance, yo, you ain't gotta get on the phone and be crying and carrying on and all of that. But maybe just send them a text message, man. Hey, yo, fam, I just want to let you know I appreciate you. I'm thinking about you, and I love you, fam. You heard? Yo, fam, I'm just thinking about you, man. You're an awesome person, man, and I just think about all the time you helped me down, man. I see you, King. I appreciate you. Yo, you don't never know, fam, how bad that person need to hear that from you. There's somebody that need to hear from you right now. I'm not talking to you right now. I'm talking to you too.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to all of y'all, man. There's somebody, man, how wonderful they would feel to hear that from you. So I would love to see y'all all exercise that superpower, man. Share some love in this world. Stay motivated. Stay fired up and ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, your friendly neighborhood fly guy, Kool Kim, and it has been my absolute and complete pleasure to spend this evening with you. And I hope every success for even every one of y'all. You heard? Word.
word. And I appreciate you, man. And I'm gonna end this with y'all. Some of you don't know my slogan, but it's always show love, always stay true, because you never know who belongs to who. God over money and money under family. And on that note, I want you guys to do me a favor and go to YouTube, type in "Don't Talk No More" by Kool Kim. I need y'all to run those up because this is what we got. We got way more than what I expected. And I'm just so grateful right now. I'm so grateful right now. But I definitely want to do my due diligence and say also go to his website, koolkimumc.com.
Yes, sir.
And one thing about this amazing person right here on this thing with me is this man says, name your price and download this joint. So I've already registered because I'm gonna give me a hoodie or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do stuff. I'm gonna get something for these
You
holidays. You
gotta get
heard?
your gift
So
first. Yeah, get your
yeah,
gift first.
I gotta get something. I gotta get something. So 2024, y'all gonna see some shit. Yeah. But I really appreciate you once again. Go if y'all not following him. please go follow him. But most of y'all are already. And just please tell a friend to tell a friend that we need this joint to just go viral. It's going up already. I see it. But at the end of the day, we need this to go up. So on that note, man, I appreciate you. You know, love is always going to be love between me and you. Follow, like they said, and we gonna get out of here with this joint. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's get
No
it show
doubt, man.
before we leave out.
Yes, let's go, man. This is called Don't Talk No More. Let's get it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yo, Mark, can I talk to him though? Yeah. Somebody's casting they short tap. Why you son taking long nap? Don't wanna talk no more. Been the Mac in the backpack. And despite that, lay flat face down on the floor. Y'all too silly, y'all really go in. Boy, scare me or don't compare me, I'm daring them. You little devils ain't on my level, you'll never win. Never was, never could, never ever been. Yeah. Imagine me and actually you can end up, get up, a casualty. Keep your head up, that's what it'll have to be. A little laughter after the bloodbath to come after me. Yes, I seal, deliver it, never get realer. Chrome 9 at the small of my spine, silverback gorilla. I go out of my mind, the sound of a thriller. And you'll find that my land, my design to kill you. I am different, I'm going up, I'm lifted. Pick your interest, bout the bus, I'm twisted, unrestricted. Get that work, I flipped it. You're a Somebody's cast me, they short tap. Why you should take a long nap? Don't wanna talk no more. Been the Mac in the backpack. And just like that, lay that face down on the floor. Somebody's cast me, they short tap. Why you should take a long nap? Don't wanna talk no more. Been the Mac in the backpack. And despite that, lay that face down.